Education has led us from the darkling plains to the verdant valleys, from the dismal wastelands to the fertile grasslands. In this odyssey, we have met a diverse compilation of terrain. At times, the air was breezy and the stroll was effortless. In others, it seemed to be a grueling and endless uphill trek. We have endured it all and have flourished in the midst of that affliction called education. For as John Donne affirms, affliction is a treasure, and scarce any man hath enough of it. No man hath affliction enough that is not matured and ripened by that affliction and made fit for God. Friends, here we stand victorious on the peak of that seemingly insurmountable mountain. Though her paths are arduous, the destination is sweet. However, the expedition is unfinished. Education is lifelong. Moreover, our time spent in Richmond Christian, some of us since kindergarten, was more than a scholastic enterprise, but an education on life. We are infants, struggling to walk in high heels and Oxford shoes. Only having lived a quarter of our lives, there is so much more education to be done. Alas, this is an optimistic statement. There is no promise of a better tomorrow. The world hereafter is in itself an uncertainty. I cannot stand here and honestly promise you that life will be compassionate, or it would be irresponsible of me to assure you that life will be kind and loyal. Yet, I can confidently assure you that God is faithful, and He has plans for us to prosper so long as we submit to His education and His guidance. Our time together has allowed each of us to display the characteristics of a victor. Truth be told, we have never functioned together as one analogous organ. But let us celebrate the original individualism that has been affectionately crafted by our Maker. May we never be of one machine creating the same methodical movements, but of multiple organs, with different functions and structures simultaneously operating to achieve health and harmony. We are a class characterized by diversity and unified by the spirit by which we live and breathe. There have been times where we were up to no good. Remember Camp Jubilee, when Eric climbed into another boy's cabin and left a fragrant offering in their toilet? But who can blame Caleb Liao chasing the prankster across the camp with the broom in hand? Though we have all acted and responded in the stupidity of our youth, we have pressed on to reconcile and recalibrate. As we begin to venture outside these four walls, there is no doubt that we will err in our ways. Everyone hoops, just like. Sports teams, praise nights, study sessions, potluck lunches, these are just a few of many events that have shown our kinship and our camaraderie. May we cherish, develop, and renew these relationships, for it is this type of camaraderie that will continue to carry us through where the waves break and the tides brew. By its very nature, life has its seasons of joy and promise, seasons of anguish, and where hope is dim. But fear not this truth, for I am assured that just as we have braved the bitter hailstorms of Camp Jubilee in our unstable canoes, so shall we paddle through the unrelenting tempest. Let us bear the burden of the cross together. Angela was a stranger to some, but a friend to many. At the news of her passing, we shared the weight of this significant loss. Her passing meant more to some than others, but even so, those who knew only of her name and smile could not help but feel the grief of Angela's departure. We bonded together to establish Grad Legacy as a gesture of remembrance. And as a class, we raised thousands of dollars for BC Lupus Society and International Justice Mission. making something beautiful out of a grim circumstance. In the same manner, may we continue to set our minds on things above and seek a method of higher living. Be ever caring, ever compassionate, always courageous, forever curious, and eternally childlike in our pursuit to become Christ-like. Parents, teachers, administrators, and friends, you are a part of all that we have met. You have been our constant through the bliss and the blisters. You are the mac to our cheese, the bob to our white. If we were the Canucks, you'd be our rambunctious and devoted #1 fans. And we stand here triumphant, a product of your guidance and your support. We are your legacy of kindness manifested, and your legacy will live on eternally as we strive to fashion the same goodness that you have imparted to us. So, what now? We've completed our requirements. Some of us look forward with zeal, and some with apprehension. The looming expectations of society are intimidating, and questions of where to, what's next, and which way seize our thoughts, giving rise to a paralyzing fear. We are incarcerated in a house of mirrors, forced into self-reflection. With a backpack full of memories, together we must proceed courageously, uncertain, with the Good Shepherd who knows his sheep by name. His faithfulness and grace will take us from strength to strength, from glory to glory. Let us proceed into that untraveled world whose margin fades forever and ever when we move. There's so many worlds, so much to do, so little done, and such things to be. Thank you.